Wow, what a phrase, huh? Integration, it means to me. You know, when we're talking about nature and we're talking about how things work together, you know, how the forests affect the wildlife, how agriculture affects wildlife, how agribusiness or, you know, forest management affects things, how that affects the insects. You know, it's just such a huge picture. For me, I use the word balance a lot, and if we are balanced in our approach of how we manage our wildlife, manage our forests, manage our agriculture and all, and pay attention to things when they get out of balance. Systems integration sounds like something that goes on within an industry or a factory or something, doesn't it? But it's really the way that our ecology is integrated and how it works with each other. You know, the species work together. You know, we have everything, depending on what landscape you're talking about, from snakes to quail to songbirds to birds of prey to coyotes to rabbits and raccoons and possums and white-tailed deer and black bear and so forth. And really we're talking about how does all this wildlife and how does our forest, whether it's pine forest or hardwood forest, the insects that live within this ecosystem, you know, how does it all integrate and how does it work together? And, you know, I've said this before, but I like to use the word balance a lot. If things are in balance, you know, in our ecology, we're okay. But when something gets out of balance, then I think it's time to take a hard look and say, do we need to do something about it? What is a rock and roll guy doing talking about conservation? You know, my journey led me to forestry, to forest management. And one of the things that really struck me, that is the real answer to your question, where does that marvelous thing that has given me my career and so much joy in my life come from? It comes from the resource of wood. So there's a direct connection as a musician to the resource of wood. And of course, so many other musical instruments that we all love to hear come from that resource. So that was the big kind of aha, but it goes so much deeper than that. Our trees and forests do so much for us, and I'm fascinated by them. I love learning about it, and the more I learn, the more I realize there is to learn, but it's been a marvelous journey for me.